Kenya, a land renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and diverse wildlife, is facing a growing threat: the Indian house crow. This invasive bird species, with its distinctive black and grey plumage, has become a common sight in many parts of the country. Their loud, raucous calls now echo through cities and towns, a stark contrast to the melodies of native birds. The Indian house crow's presence in Kenya is not a harmonious one. It is a story of ecological disruption and a challenge that demands attention. The Indian house crow's impact on Kenya's delicate ecosystems is significant. Native bird species, many already facing habitat loss and other pressures, are finding themselves increasingly outcompeted by this aggressive invader. The very fabric of Kenya's natural heritage is being threatened, and the consequences could be dire if left unchecked. The story of the Indian house crow in Kenya is one of accidental introduction. In the late 19th century, ships from India inadvertently brought these adaptable birds. The crows disembarked in coastal cities, finding food and shelter in human settlements. What began as a few birds was transformed into a full-blown invasion. With no natural predators, the Indian house crow population exploded. The Indian house crow's presence in Kenya is far from benign. These birds are highly adaptable and opportunistic feeders, consuming a wide range of food, including scraps, seeds, fruits, insects, and even small animals. This adaptability, while beneficial for the crows, poses a direct threat to native bird species that rely on similar food sources. The competition for food is fierce, and native birds, often less aggressive, are losing out. Beyond competition for resources, Indian house crows are known to prey on the eggs and chicks of other bird species, further impacting their populations. Their aggressive behavior disrupts the delicate balance of Kenya's avian communities. The decline of native bird species has cascading effects throughout the ecosystem, affecting pollination, seed dispersal, and natural pest control, ultimately impacting the health and resilience of the entire environment. Section 4. Drastic measures: Kenya's million crow cull. The Kenyan government has announced a mass culling program to eliminate up to 1 million crows by 2024. This reflects the urgency of the situation. The cull will involve trapping and poisoning in urban and agricultural areas. The decision has sparked debate and raised ethical concerns. Animal welfare groups worry about unnecessary suffering. The government insists the cull is necessary to protect biodiversity. Section 5. Past battles, future challenges, a history of control efforts. This is not the first time Kenya has grappled with the challenge of managing Indian house crow populations. Previous control efforts, including nest destruction and localized culling, have yielded temporary successes, reducing crow numbers in specific areas. However, these measures have proven insufficient in the long run, as crows from other regions quickly repopulate the vacated areas. The resilience and adaptability of the Indian house crow have made it a formidable adversary, highlighting the limitations of traditional control methods. The current million crow cull, while significantly larger in scale, faces similar challenges. The long-term effectiveness of this campaign hinges on a multi-pronged approach that includes ongoing monitoring, habitat restoration to favour native species, and public education to prevent the accidental introduction of other invasive species. The uncertain future of Kenya's birds. The fate of Kenya's native bird species hangs in the balance. The Indian house crow invasion is a stark example of human impact on nature. The mass culling program underscores the severity of the threat. The future of Kenya's avian biodiversity relies on human intervention and nature's resilience.